So I've been working on a couple of books. That's why I've been kind of laying low and I haven't really been posting videos that often. One book I'm working on is, well, both of the books I'm working on are for children. One is for teens and one is for preteens. So in the preteen book, I was talking about peer pressure and how in seventh grade I was pressured to be in a gang. And for some reason that story came up and it was just so funny to me thinking about my 12-year-old self and how I thought, I'm not going to be in this gang. We was in class one day and one of the girls, I'm still cool with her to this day. She was sitting, she was writing. We thought she was doing her work. She was writing. She picks up her paper. She pulls it up and she has a list of different gangs in our city. And she was telling us who was going to go with each gang. Now, like I said, 12 years old, seventh grade. And I'm like, well, a gang. Like there where I was living at the time, there were gangs up there, but it was older people, something but still like a gang. Like, why do we want to be in a gang? So she had her list. Now, at the time, I had a best friend. This was my very best friend. You know how it goes when you're best friend and you want to do everything with your best friend. She was like, you're going to be in this gang. Mika, you're going to be in this gang. And I was like, how you not going to put us in the same gang? Like, if you're going to put us in a gang, put us in the same gang. So then she says something about, you got to get jumped in. And I'm like, jumped in? Like, now I knew what she was talking about. I knew what she meant, but I was just like, go get jumped in at a park and get my sneakers dirty. Like, that was I'm going to get my sneakers dirty. Like, what is she talking about? So me and my friend, after the class was over, me and my best friend, we left the class. We never said anything about it. We actually, every day we would go get pizza and we had to ride past that park. And we were riding past that park and we seen them all out there fighting. We were like, we looked at each other and shook our heads. And it was just like, they really went. And we were like, we're going to get our pizza like we've been doing. And I thought about that story, but it also made me think, what were those other girls, kids missing at home that made them feel like they had to be a part of a gang, that made them feel like they had to do things that they probably wouldn't have done if they weren't peer pressured, that made them feel that they had to do this to not be called corny or to be called lame because they didn't have enough in them. And I can't even say I had enough in me because my main thing was I didn't want to get my sneakers dirty and I didn't want to be in a different gang from my best friend. So at that time, being 12 years old, at that age, our kids are so impressionable. And we got to make sure that we're not letting them be impressed by the wrong people.